All right, good evening, everybody. It's BIZ Saturday night. I have the NFL picks ready. I just want to go over the Saturday recap real quick. Let's start with NCAA football real quick. SMU starts today. They get blown out. That game went to minus 13 this morning, and they got completely obliterated. So that was an L. Florida, we took a first half loss, a game push. That game was actually 24 and a half on Pinnacle last night. It was minus 24 in a lot of books. It actually ticked down to 23 and a half at one point. So hopefully you got minus 24 and you got the push. They ended the game at the 1 yard line, or they covered the second half if you had 24. So caught a loss push. Alabama covered first half and full game quite handily. So a full unit win there. In Coastal Carolina, another nice winner. Blew out, I forget who they were playing with, was it Texas State maybe? Blew them out. So, 2 units of win, a unit and a half loss, a push. So slight winning day on the NCAA football. The basketball, I tell you, no sport gives you more worse beats than NCAA basketball. Not the NBA, nothing comes close to a college basketball. If any of you watch that Michigan State game, again, another game where Izzo brings the scrubs in and they blow the cover. They had a 28-point lead with 12 points left in the game, 12 minutes left in the game. The game closed at 9.5. I gave it out last night at 10.5. Game went to 9.5 late morning, early afternoon, whenever it was. They ended up winning by 10. With a couple minutes to go, they're up 15, 17 points. Izzo brings in the scrubs, including his kid, who for some reason handles the ball and is jacking him shots left and right. So, long story short, we just need the game to end. Michigan State's up 13, 40 seconds to go, and just don't give up a three. Just don't give up a three. Guy drives lane, the slightest contact, they blow the whistle, the and one, he makes it, they're down 10, and then Izzo's kid comes down and jacks up an open 17-footer, a complete brick. This kid threw up shot after shot, wide open shots that just weren't even freaking close, not even close. Turnovers, these referees, it's a blowout game, the slightest contact, I don't know why these NCAA referees want to call fouls, excuse me, want to call fouls when the game is just done. Just swallow the goddamn whistle. It's just the slightest itty bitty contact, and they blow the freaking whistle. I had minus 10.5. Hopefully you got 9.5. You covered, or 10. I know a lot of you texted me and you said you had 10.5. Just a ridiculous beat. VMI Penn State. I gave out at 149.5 last night before the lines actually were available. On Pinnacle it was 149.5. They closed 151.5. I got 151. I pushed it. Some of you lost by half. You told me. Again, referees blowing the whistles left and right in the game. That's just pretty much decided. And then Will and Mary, Old Dominion, they just flew over the total. So, just and some more tough beats in basketball. And it's going to be that way. Hopefully we'll get on the right side of some of these ridiculous beats. But just a really, really frustrating day again, where Michigan State, for the second time in a row, brings the scrubs in, and they blow the cover. And the worst part is you could see, if you watch the game, you could see it coming a mile away. I knew they were going to blow that cover with a minute 50 to go when I saw how the game was going. Anyway, so enough of that. Let's get to the NFL. Okay, a really weird week with all of the COVID going on and players not being able to play. That Baltimore-Pittsburgh game supposed to be played Tuesday. I don't know how they're going to play that game. Baltimore has not one quarterback. RG3 is going to play the third stringer. Denver, not one quarterback is available in the room. I believe that line is minus 15. I didn't give anything on that Denver New Orleans game. I just didn't want to touch it. I've seen these weird games before where you think it's an obvious cover for one side and it doesn't happen, but I don't know how Denver's going to score any points with no quarterbacks. So the total is 36, and I think the spread is around 15 or 16. I was really tempted to take the Saints. I just don't see I just don't see how the Saints are going to score. They don't have any. They literally have no quarterback. They're going to have to pull someone off of somewhere to play, or maybe a wide receiver with quarterback experience in college plays. I don't know how they're going to score points tomorrow. I might give an update when I think about that game tomorrow morning. But let's go over the games we're going to play. There were a lot of games that fit systems, but just kind of felt weird. I'm going to take the Giants and Cincinnati Bengals over 44. I know that the Bengals are starting Brandon Allen. This is the two shitty teams, a non-divisional two shitty teams over system we have. It's 5-2 this year. This is also the non-divisional dog off of a dog loss. That's off of a low-scoring game. 42-19 to the over. We're going to take the over that Giants-Cincinnati game. The Panthers. Carolina Panthers +3. This line has been dropping. It's down to a field goal. I think Adam Thielen is out for the Vikings. He has COVID. Another COVID situation. I really like the way the Panthers have been playing lately. I know they got blown out a couple weeks ago against Tampa. They fit two or three systems here. We're fading a non-divisional home favorite off of a home favorite loss. The Cowboys the Vikings home favorite lost to the Cowboys last week as a home favorite. And their opponent previously won and covered. That would be the Panthers, who shut out the Lions. That's 26-3. We're playing on a road favorite or dog to 5. Their opponent has a negative average margin at the half. That would be the Vikings. And last week they were in a high-scoring game, the Vikings. It's also a conference game. It's 84-38. And we're going to fade a home favorite off a home favorite loss. Opponent previous one. It's similar to the previous one. It's 25-2. So we're going to take the Panthers. The Panthers getting down to a field goal now, but we'll take the Panthers. Tennessee and Indianapolis, we're going to take the under 51.5. This is strictly a team trend for the Colts. In a divisional game, the second game of the divisional game, so they've already played this team once. The first game went over. The second game goes under. 14 of the last 15 times this has happened, it's gone under. 14-1 to the under. So I like the under 51.5 Tennessee, Indianapolis. Take the Chargers +5. I was really on the fence with this one. I decided to go with it. The Chargers fit that road team off of a home game where they're playing a team that allowed 400 plus yards or more last game. It's a fairly recent system since 2018, I believe. 87-43, and the Chargers also fit the game rating system. It says they should be a 1-point dog. They're getting 5, so they fit that 3-point or more threshold. Take a shot with the Chargers tomorrow, getting 5. Hopefully they could keep that game close. San Francisco and the Rams under 45. I gave this out already. They fit a perfect 35-0 under system. A good team last year off of a road game where they turned it over quite a few times, and they're playing a team with a good passing defense. There's a few extra filters, but that's the main part. It goes under by double digits on average. This game and this system goes under a ton, 35-0, and it goes under by quite a bit. So this should be a fairly low-scoring game. And they fit another system that's 26-3. It's got a string them under so easily. So two really nice systems on that San Francisco Rams game under 45. The Sunday night DGen special will take the under 44. That is going to be my best bet of the day. Green Bay, Chicago at Green Bay under 44. It also fits that perfect 35-0 system I just gave out for the Niners and Rams. It also fits a system that's 75-24 since 2015. Lots of hits. It's a divisional game on grass. Grass is a slower surface. It's a team off of a loss versus a team that turned over a lot last week. There's also a few extra filters. This was one of my top systems 2 or 3 years ago where it hit 40 consecutive times from 2017 to 2019. This was just money. It hit 40 straight times from 2017 to 2019. Last year it went 11-6, really nice. So far this year it's 0-2. It went over on that early season Cincinnati-Cleveland Thursday night game. And it also went over in that Tampa Bay Carolina game 2 weeks ago. But we'll try it again. And there's also one more team trend for the Bears. The Bears, when they're off of a dog loss and they didn't cover. So last week the Bears were a dog. They did not cover. Today's game is on grass. They are 14-1 in the under the last 15 games. This is since 2016. So when they were a dog, they didn't cover, and they're playing on grass today. Grass, a slower surface, usually means they're at home. But if they're not, it's a road game on grass. As long as it's not on artificial turf. 14-1 in the under. The only time this went over was the Saints Bears game from about 4 weeks ago that went over really, really late in the game. It went over, barely went over. So that's going to be my best bet, the Chicago Green Bay under 44. I have a couple of 6-point teasers. Now, these teams fit some really nice systems. I just didn't trust them enough at the current spread, so we're going to tease them. I have two. The first 6-point teaser, take a New England +8 and Cleveland -1. New England had 3 different systems. They were really solid systems. They're getting 2. I like to tease out the 8. They just need to be within a score of the Cardinals. Cleveland's at Jacksonville. Cleveland can't beat Jacksonville. Cleveland is playing some pretty good ball. Jacksonville's on another quarterback. They're replacing a rookie with I forget who the hell they're starting at quarterback. Let me look it up real quick. Jacksonville's Mike Glennon. They're starting Mike Glennon. So we'll take a shot. We'll take the Browns as one teaser. The Patriots and Browns. The other teaser, we'll take the Giants. New York Giants as a pick. They fit some really nice systems, but laying 6 on the road, that's really tough to do, especially for a team that's 3-7. It's a really big game for the Giants to keep pace in that awful NFC East. Cincinnati is just, they've got to be shell-shocked off of that loss of Joe Burrow. Brandon Allen started. He's not bad, actually. I think there'll be some points in this game. That's why we took the over. And we're going to take the Giants as the first half of the season. The other team we'll take is Tennessee. I'm going to take Tennessee +9. I don't have any systems on Tennessee, but losing by 17 in that first game, I think this is going to be a really tight game. It wouldn't surprise me if Tennessee actually won the game, but if Tennessee could just stay within double digits, I think they can. This should be a defensive battle. That's why we took the under. And we'll take Tennessee +9 on a teaser. So those are the plays. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 sides and totals. We have 2 teasers for a total of 8 plays. On a normal week, if we didn't have so much COVID and other crazy stuff going on this week, let me set up here. We would probably have several more games. It's just a really weird week with the COVID situation, and I just don't trust a lot of these games with so much uncertainty. You got all these quarterback changes and the COVID and the no fan. It's just really, really strange. So we're gonna go with these games. Actually, we have 4 totals, 2 sides, 3 of them are unders, 1 of them's an over, two road dogs. We'll take those 6 games and we'll take that 6-point teaser. So that is it for the NFL. By the way, if you watched that Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. fight tonight, it was actually pretty entertaining. Wasn't bad at all. Who cares what the decision was? Doesn't really matter. If you watch the early bout, Nate Robinson got knocked into the next solar system by that YouTube dude. Man, Nate Robinson got put to sleep. That was a crazy, crazy fight. Anyway, I'm not going to rant anymore about the basketball. Though it was just that Michigan State game. Just what are you going to do? If you're going to play college basketball, buckle up, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to get just more sickening beats this year. Hopefully, we get some sickening wins, but just a sickening beat. I'm just going to skip the basketball tomorrow. I'm gonna post it on the forum. I have a thread on the forum where I'm posting my basketball picks. If you're interested in them, you can go find the thread on the forum. But I'm not gonna put out. I just want to. I'm gonna put them out just because I want to keep track of the plays. But I just want it to be just an NFL day tomorrow. Hopefully, we'd have another nice week. It's been the last 2 weeks have been really, really good. Let's see if we can continue. That is it. Have a great day. Thank you all for the birthday wishes again. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow night, win or lose, and talk about the day. All right, take care. Have a great day. See you Sunday night.